Holy shit. So, fuck. Wow, I'm being choked up. Hello, everyone, anyone. Congratulations. My name is Christopher Wood. I am 52 years old, and I am a full skull split, brain injured body mutilation, full physical identity theft victim, complement of O.p.p organized sex slave trafficking. I am part of what they have called their behavioral modification program. Reason they put me on this so-called illegal program was because I spoke of their human trafficking, their human sex trade slavery trafficking, their homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and possible money laundering that were taking place out of the Morning Star mission in Napanee. August of 2019, I was shot by ex-O.p.p chief or commander before he left Napanee. Sex slave trafficking cops, sex offenders, guilty of murders, attempted murders, kidnapping, blood and piss forcing, illegal arrest, false arrest, extortion, murders and cover-ups in Napanee, the police, criminal doctors, the justice of the peace, 3 mental health workers, and their drug-fed, money-paid, low-life pieces of shit accomplices who are ex-inmates, psych ward patients, and drug addicts, fentanyl dealing, meth dealing, crack, and speed. These pieces of shit are getting free drugs delivered to them every single night, compliments of the police for their involvement as well. Cops as it stands, because I have not been able to get arrest or charging on anyone in the past 5 years for what has been done to me. I have not been able to get any medical help while proving crimes done to me, being kept from help to prevent anything legal on anyone and to assure crimes against me. Those that are guilty of murders and attempted murders, Ontario Provincial Police, ex-O.p.p Chief or Commander, year 2019, 2021, or year 2019, drove away Jeep Wrangler. Staff Sergeant, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault, Shannon Cork, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Robert Lucas, Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after asking for help with what has taken place for me for the past 5 years. Medical file falsifications, treatment refusals, discrimination with the intent to commit and cover up. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, she also goes by Dr. Margie V. Lennox and Annington County General Hospital. She is the girlfriend to Stacy, and she is the one that had me pretty much discriminated and medically blacklisted. And then I was falsely charged through that file falsifications and lies against me by the hospital in an attempt to get out of their crimes against me, in an attempt to give me a criminal record, which I never previously had prior to being shot or any involvement with any cops in any way, shape, or form prior to that. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, she is guilty of first-degree attempted murder with the intent to commit and cover up. She is guilty of being involved with torture crimes. She is guilty of being involved with lobotomizing, brain injuring victims, having it covered up, and she is guilty of attempted murder for her girlfriend Stacy AMHS. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, they're all O.p.p cops, and they are all criminally negligent involved with discriminations, name calling, treatment refusals, with the intent to commit criminal medical negligence and homicides and cover ups. And none of them have to prove a fucking thing. Ex-CEO Cubby Duck and patient relations are also involved in this as well. This guy here is Jason Kimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne. He is guilty of multiple homicides. He is guilty of fentanyl trafficking between Napanee and Kingston, compliments of Robert Kane. He is guilty of multiple homicides. He's guilty of a possible murder even in 2021. He is guilty of skull splitting me, brain injuring me, identity theft with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud, and homicide in the first degree. He is a stroke victim and he is very seriously dangerous. He is unarrestable. He is untouchable because who he is and who he works with and for. O.p.p. He's guilty of full physical identity theft on me. It's kind of funny where I'm older than him and I am no relation and I look exactly like him. He is guilty of skull splitting me, complete total brain injury me, numbing me, and keeping me from help through fucking O.p.p with the doctors. I am being seriously numbed down, so this is pretty much my last fucking day. I just want to say congratulations to all you motherfuckers because this is done. And you're getting away with ending a bloodline. You're getting away with murdering my mother. You're getting away with murdering my dogs. You're getting away with lobotomizing me. You're getting away with serious skull deforming, body mutilations, kidnapping, sex assaults, putting illegal prisoner tracking onto me, falsely arresting me, forcing my blood and piss, forgeries, framings, frauds, extortion, arrests, surrounding hands-on guns to prevent anything illegal on police and anyone else. Their accomplice, one known as Bill Wooldridge, is guilty of stalking and murdering my mother through this guy and Spencer Mills and Stacy. Sorry, there's kids in this picture and I don't want them seen. This guy here, his name is Harry Hartwig. I know it might be kind of hard to see. His name is Harry Hartwig. He is approximately 85 years old. He is guilty of skull splitting me. He is guilty of brain damaging me, and he's guilty of being involved with my identity theft. He is a longtime friend of one Robert Kane, O.p.p, Ontario Provincial Police. He is my cousin. He is guilty of serious crimes against me now. He is guilty of serious crimes against me as a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba, even stripping me down naked and putting duct tape on my testicles because I would not eat a pickled onion, and then made me stand naked in a corner for 4 hours, where he proceeded afterwards to beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother. And now he is involved in attempted murder on me and being involved with my identity theft. Him and his nephew Dale, who is guilty of torture crimes on me, skull splitting me, being involved with brain damaging me, and I can 100% prove how. He's guilty of body mutilations on me and attempted murder with intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. He is also guilty of a possible homicide in Winnipeg, Manitoba in the 1980s. This guy here, his name is Blair Frederick Hart. I'll show a better picture. This guy here is Bill Wooldridge. He has many alias names. He's now bald and glasses. He lives on Centre and Bridge Street in Napanee, Ontario, behind the law office, approximately 70 years old, and he is guilty of attempted murder on me. He is an obsessed homosexual stalker. He is a heroin addict. He is a sex offender, and he is an ex. He used to stalk children for the ex-O.p.p chief or commander before he left for sex slavery. He's guilty of possible multiple homicides. He's guilty of murdering my mother, stalking and killing my mother in 2020 as well. He has many alias names. He goes by Bill Wooldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis, and Robert Cross. He also thinks that he and I were switched at birth and that he is my dad as well as Harry Potter, and he was calling my mother mom when he was criminally stalking her. And I even said 5 years ago that he was going to kill her, and he did because of what was happening. This is another picture of him. Cannot be arrested, cannot be touched, no matter what anybody can prove against this lowlife. This is Dale Hartwick, my cousin. This is the one that's guilty of my identity theft, attempted murder, skull splitting me with the intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed. He is a pedophile, registered sex offender, and he is very seriously fucking dangerous, whether he is a family member or not. A cousin, a distant one. Child groomer Raymond LeBlanc. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog. Torturing and killing my dog Runt in March 24th, 2023. He's guilty of criminal stalking on me. He's guilty of torture crimes on me, and he is guilty of attempted murder and killing my dog once more. Raymond LeBlanc. He used to live in Brampton or Brantford. This is a picture of the two serial killers, the one known as Bill Wooldridge again, and Blair Hardy. He is also allegedly O.p.p constable detective. He is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of rapes, welfare disability, bank and insurance frauds. He has access to card skimmers for ATMs for fraud. He has access to all of that equipment to commit bank frauds, ATM machine frauds. He has card readers, ATM card readers, and bank skimmers, and a lot of bank blank cards. And they are committing serious crimes and getting a lot of money for their fucking drugs. Blair Hardy's guilty of multiple homicides as well. He was involved with killing my mother with the bastard Bill Wooldridge. This is an animal killer, Tyler T. Bag Lake. He is guilty of impersonating, him and another guy are guilty of impersonating O.p.p cops, impersonating a kidnapping as well. And I have it in print. They actually done this to me while I was doing a live here on my YouTube. So I have in a show on everything in print. Him alleging to be an O.p.p cop, and he is Robert Kane, drug cop 7224, number one rat informant. Here's another picture of him. I have pictures where I look exactly like this fucking punk too. And I am a lot older than him. I am 52 years old and he's only maybe 30. And I look just like him in a lot of pictures. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns. He's guilty of attempted murder on me, attempted paralyzing me, sex assaults, skull splitting me, brain injuring me. He also believes and thinks that I am a wolf. He is a speedhead, a speed addict, and he is very seriously psychotic and highly delusional, obviously, if he thinks I'm a wolf. He also goes by Axl Rose and Tony Montana. They are all registered sex offenders, and they are all O.p.p accomplices, co-offenders, and sex slave traffickers. When people disappear, families are murdered or missing, or anyone else, it's O.p.p. It's full physical identity thefts, it's skull splitting, it's brain injuring, it's being kept from medical help, it's the lies, it's the time buying, it's the cover ups, the arrest refusals, and everything else that happens in between while their victims are going through this. I.e., me, no matter how much I've been able to prove, I've not been able to do a thing about it medically, legally, or any other way. My medical rights, all my rights have been taken. I am the end of my bloodline. These bastards are guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by doing this to me, and they will get away with it because they pretty much already have. I am going to be fucking going away looking like a sex offender, pedophile piece of shit, so O.p.p can fucking frame me with these low-life junkie bastards, and I will not be proven wrong. Completely fucking fully changed. They stole my dad's identity from me. They stole my identity. They completely stole everything from me. And now their next step is to fucking steal my life, lock me up, or murder me, and steal my ODSP. This is also a disability hate crime as well with police. And these fucking junkie pieces of shit garbage. And that's exactly what they are. Luckily, I don't have $22,000 to have anybody arrested. Luckily, they have fucking criminal doctors. Luckily, they have a justice of the peace. And luckily, they have their badge and guns. And they are the ones that run and own Napanee, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. It is a public hospital. It is privately run for O.p.p and their fucking bastards that they victimize and to have crimes covered up so they don't have to answer for anything, especially when people are being sex assaulted by them. But anyway, the reason I am going through this, being skull split, being seriously brain injured and completely fucking brain numbed and totally screwed, mutilated, and not being able to get any help, is I am a 100% revenge retaliation victim of Lennox and Addington County, Ontario provincial police, criminal fucking doctors, criminal justice of the peace, once again 3 mental health workers, ex-inmates, psych ward patients, and their drug-fed, money-paid low-life pieces of shit. Each and every person I showed you, I now share DNA with them, and that also can be 100% proven. I have tubes coming up in my fucking throat now, in the back of my head. It goes from my groin to my right nipple, up to my throat, and up to the back of my head. No surgeries either. All of this started to happen to me after I was shot and being kept from fucking medical help and being treated like a piece of shit because of fucking criminal doctors. So, O.p.p, when they murder bloodlines, they assure it. They use fucking low lives. And their victims are the ones that answer for their crimes. All of them are a bunch of fucking low down, or a bunch of fall down, fucking obsessed, brain frying pieces of shit, fucking good for nothing bastards. This is me who work with them for fucking O.p.p doing their illegal behavior modification program fucking in their AMHS, illegally lobotomizing fucking victims for revenge. And that's exactly what the fuck this is about: revenge, retaliation, lobotomizing, and torturing and changing people's identities for fucking O.p.p revenge. So be careful, people, with the cops in Napanee, with any mental health workers in AMHS between Napanee and Kingston, especially if they are under Stacy, because they will and could be very seriously fucking dangerous and not have to answer for nothing. Just like doctors. Whether this is seen or not, because I am the bastards, my everything's being hacked, and these bastards are blocking everything and keeping it for themselves. This is the tube that comes up in my throat. And that sure is not normal. Shit. I'll show another picture where it goes up to the back of my neck. Apparently I won't. I cannot find it. Here it is. That's the tube that goes now back to the back of my head. And I've not had any surgeries, and that sure the fuck is not normal. This was all through my body, whatever the fuck it is in me, and I get piss and shit going through me as well, through my head and my face, also numbing me down. Luckily, doctors think hypoxia is a computer game and not real. If this is all being, if I'm being mentally injured in hopes that I actually fucking go crazy, in hopes that the rest have an excuse or a justifiable and illegal justification to fuck me over even more in an attempt to get away with what they've gotten away with. I have absolutely no feeling in my head. I have absolutely no feeling in my face. Next time you want somebody killed, Spencer Mills, why don't you grab some fucking balls and just shoot him yourself instead of having your junkies torture and slave trafficking your victims? How much was my mother's life? How much did my mother's life cost? How much was the insurance policy? How much were I, and my dog's lives sold for by you pieces of shit to your fucking bastards? How much was my life sold for, Spencer Mills and Robert Kane, through you fucks to these low lives? I'm gonna get off here because I'm having trouble thinking, and I'm just gonna turn into a babbling idiot. Damage is done, time is bought. I am Christopher Wood. I am 52 years old, and I am pretty much dead because I cannot get medical help for anything done to me, no matter what. Thank you, Dr. Tatiana. You fucking made sure of this. And I will, one way or another, no threat, make sure that you are recognized for your crimes and that you spend the rest of your natural life in prison, locked up behind bars where you belong.